So basically, I think I might have found this like solution to the problem, like where the game will just refuse to work properly. Um, like with like a massive frame drops and stuff. Because yeah, like last time I tried like level this game, like level 41 is so unplayable. Like yeah, it's just like it's so laggy to the point where like it's pretty much unplayable. So I think I might have found like a partial like workaround to this. It seems like if you use Bluestacks with Android Pie, you can actually solve this issue. So like a little bit, because it actually it seems like performance is actually faster in Bluestacks. But yeah, the game itself is actually still extremely slow and like laggy. But yeah, it's at least like you can actually still somewhat play it. So I guess yeah, the performance issue is not, because last time I used this thing, I used like Nox. Bro. Yeah, I had to like hack the game because I can't be bothered to just cut like do the whole thing again. Like I just need to pick up like from level 41, because the last time I actually tried this thing, it's pretty much unplayable. So like yeah, and that was like when we used Nox. Okay, so it's like yeah, I turns out if you use BlueStacks and like Android Pie, it's still really slow, but it's actually like somewhat playable. Somewhat, you're gonna notice pretty soon. See that massive frame drop, just like 2 FPS, 4. But yeah, now it's not just like 0 FPS like the last time. So it is actually somewhat kind of like bearable. I mean, it's still literally like unusable, but yeah, at least you can still interact with it. Like yeah, although just really slowly. Like look at this, just 5 FPS. Yeah, it's still extremely slow. See? But at least, like, that's the thing. It's just so hilariously bad. The last time I played this, I thought it was gonna be good, but then this shit happened. Like, what? Like, yeah, this is not just a problem with Nox. It seems to, like, be all of, like, every single kind of, like, thing I've tested. Even, like, on my phone, yeah, the frame like just drops so massively. I'm not really sure why water will just destroy the FPS like this. Yeah, that's the thing. The water seems to just completely destroy the FPS. Like their optimization is just pretty much 0. Like they didn't do any optimization or anything. But last time it was pretty much 0 FPS. Like it's like it took like 2 to 3 seconds just to render the next frame. This thing at least, like I can still like push through it, give enough effort, but still really painful. Oh, hang on. I gotta fix this thing first. The chat's not showing. Oops. What? Why is it Oregon? Sorry. Where is it? Oh my god. Okay, so I think like this is the wrong window. Why is it Nox player is this? HD player? There you go. Fixed it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like if they want this thing to succeed, the first thing they really need to do is to like, yeah, optimize this thing. Like, what is this? Like, how do you expect to play this, okay? I'm not sure what they're using and stuff, but yeah, I guess they probably should have realized that this thing is just unplayable. So that's why I have a suspicion that they might not actually test this game. They just like code something, check for a few seconds, oh, it actually works, and like that's it, like they didn't actually check to see if the performance is actually stable. That's like, yeah, I think that's their like fault here. Yeah, that's the thing. It should be actual 2D, not just like pseudo 3D kind of stuff. I think what I suspect happened here is that the water, because it's probably a 3D object. Yeah, it kind of kills the FPS because there's so many of them. Like here, say like the water effects here. This might actually be 3D. And I guess they just like really suck at optimizing this. They just left it like this. It works alright on actual Android devices. Now on my phone, I'm actually using a Samsung Galaxy Note FE, which is basically a Galaxy Note 7, but like, you know, with smaller capacity battery, only released in like South Korea and Southeast Asia. I tested it there, the same problem happens. Granted, it's pretty old, you know, but hey, you know, it's on Android Pie, and like, with BTD, look, this thing can run BTD just okay up until like around 100 or so before it starts to dramatically slow down, okay? Like, that's the thing. But it can't even handle, literally, PZ3. That's the thing, like, with BTD, like, you could just put so many kind of balloons and stuff, and it's still gonna like work just fine until like around 100 when it starts to tank. But this thing is barely anything on the screen, it's like already dying. Are they expecting people to actually play this thing? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, I'm using my real phone and it actually still has the same problem. So it's like, it seems like, yeah, like the computational demand for this thing is so high. I'm not sure if it's like CPU related or is it like the GPU related. Like, I suspect it will be like, you know, graphics, because, you know, like, these are 3D images after all. There we go. Ooh, like 5 FPS gameplay. This is quite literally, seriously unplayable. I'm not gonna use any boost. Let's see what happens. Okay, maybe I should be generous and just like try to use one. I don't have like a newer device, unfortunately. I mean, I do have a newer one. Like, I think it's like, you know, my dad's phone. That's like, that one's actually from 2019, but it's a lower end device, so I don't think it's gonna help at all.
The zombies are coming.
Yeah. So like, because that's the thing, a 2016 flagship is pretty much equivalent to like around 2019, 2020 kind of budget phone, I guess. I mean, I say 2016 because yeah, it was like refurbished or released in 2017, but it's basically still a Galaxy Note 7 that came out in 2016 before the whole recall and stuff. So, and I don't have anything newer than that, you know. We're pretty much like, this whole situation, you know, current situation just really didn't allow like us to just like upgrade our phones and stuff, because like, what's the point, I guess? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh my god, this is like still dying. At least I'm pushing through it, okay? Like back, like you know, last week when I first tried this thing, it's like pretty much unusable. Like, it's 0 FPS. It's to the point where it just like takes 3 seconds. At least this one's like 5. That one's like not even FPS. It's seconds per frame. Like, it's the other way around. God. For sure playing like BTD. Like, well, yeah, BTD is just so much more fun than this. I mean, at least with BTD, you know, even if like with like insane amounts of rounds and stuff, yeah, it only starts to lag at that point. But like on lower kind of like levels and stuff, like lower kind of rounds, like, yeah, it's not laggy. It's actually really playable. Like, even on like older phones like mine. This thing is just quite literally chugs. And I'm trying to like resist using this like instant use plans or instas, because literally like they really want you to use this thing so badly. If you can actually tell by the spawn pattern, that's the thing. I know what they're doing there. They can't just lie to us. They even explicitly like kind of like mention, do you think the game relies too much on like, you know, the instant plans on the boosts? That's the thing. They actually admitted. They actually admitted that, you know, they're forcing people to see. They're just like breaking past this thing. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna like do this. They actually like explicitly stated that, because I actually read the survey. You know, the survey basically like pops up, you know, like when you complete the final level, which is level 50. Because, you know, like I was checking out like the you know, wiki subreddit server, like, and yeah, someone sent the form, like the Google form in there. And yeah, they actually admitted, like they just pretty much implied that, you know, they want you to force people to like use, they want to force people to use this instas. Look at this, look at the spawn pattern. That's just really obvious. Just so obvious, they can't really hide. They're not even trying to hide it. Look at this like lawn mower, like the smart mower actually like being, you know, squished like this. It's as if like it was like raiding like the position when it just gets stuck in this animation. See? 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 See the spawn pattern? How the hell are you supposed to like kill these things? Like they just spam bucket heads. It's really obvious that they want you to use all those instant use plans. I can't even drag the Tangle Kelp. This is just so unplayable. That's not possible. So let's fire this. Oh, let's also look at this. It's just so hilarious. You can actually tap this thing multiple times. You don't lose money, but you can keep tapping on that. It just makes the same noise. And they can even like code it to like it just graze it out. I'm just gonna have to like cheat here because, yeah, this is just, yeah, they're straight out like forcing you to use like the instant use with the bucket head spam. And that's like something they always like, yeah, they do like in here. Like just spawn a certain wave with like bucket head spamming, so that the only way to complete it is to, you know, use your instant plans. It's actually 30 FPS, interesting. That's not 60. Not sure if it's like cap or something. Also, I think, you know, Bluestacks works kind of better here because, you know, it actually like lets you play like on full screen and like have OBS capture it. Problem I had with Nox is that doesn't really let you do that. It just shows a blank screen for some reason. It really doesn't like the capture software. Yeah, it's like the frame drop happens every time there's a water surge. Probably because it animates it and then, like, you know. Wow. Wow. I'm surprised, you know, I'm able to like bear this thing. Most people will just quit the moment they like see this game, like it's literally unplayable. Man, honestly, I'm really get like severe headache from like trying to like do this. It's just really disorienting. That's the thing, like because it's pretty much a slideshow. This is like trying to watch a PowerPoint slideshow. There. See, they just like put certain spawn pattern like that too rapidly. That's the thing, you know. That's the biggest problem with this thing is that they spawn too fast and like they bite too quickly. That's the thing. They buff the DPS for like the zombies so that it only takes them 3 bites to kill like your plant. But you know they actually nerf the plants. The plants like the pea shooter now actually takes 14 hits before like a regular zombie dies. Yeah, the FPS pretty much just died. It's just wow. I'm not gonna be surprised, you know, like if like they release this thing in this current state and just like get bombarded with like more negative kind of like, you know, reviews and stuff. Cause no one wants to play a game like this. Honestly, like I pretty much lost all hopes like of PopCap ever making any good game ever again. They screwed up with like the first time they tried PvZ3, you know, like portrait orientation and all that, like aggressive kind of like, you know, kind of microtransaction, you know, plans. Like it still does here. They actually have like implemented like a health system. Also overall like kind of bad kind of like plant design. Like it just like looks really weird. Unlike the original one. And like BFN, like yeah, they pretty much screwed up. You know, lack of advertising, like like literally no marketing at all. The game, yeah, the game's pretty okay, I guess. I mean, it's basically your bog standard PvZ game. Yeah, I've actually did like yeah, it's like the you know the Reddit community pretty much leaked it like long before like they even do like because we have like a Reddit server like you know basically owned by the PvZ wiki. It's basically a shared community server, where it's like the wiki, PvZ wiki, and like you know the PvZ subreddit, Garver, and PvZ3, like in one place. So like literally, people just that pretty much data mined it on day one. Yeah, there's actually a lot of plans, and it seems like it's pretty obvious that they're trying to like bring back all those kind of like old plans, you know, like from the PvZ3, the original one. Because you know, like they didn't like remove the seed packets and stuff. There's also the silver sword plan, which is currently unused, which is probably something like an ice room and stuff. You know, like kind of like iceberg lettuce, or just like freezes the zombies. Yeah, except for that one, it's actually already moduled, so it seems like they're like most likely planning to like use it in a future update. But yeah, I pretty much lost all hopes, you know, if like PopCap ever making a good game ever again. Like if they keep doing this kind of thing and not fixing it. That's the thing, you know, like, in this game, they really want you, like, they really want to monetize this game so badly. They added a health system that limits you, like, from, you know, playing the game for too much, you know, like, if you keep dying, like, you need to wait for 20 minutes until, like, it replenishes. So, essentially, like, yeah, what they're most likely gonna do is that they're just gonna add, like, microtransaction there to allow you to keep playing. And that's sort of like a dark pattern because, you know, like, why would, like, you know, the health system be implemented in the first place? Like, yes, when, you know, it never existed in, like, all the previous PvP titles, so. Normal lawnmower, yeah, the normal lawnmowers are actually in the game data. Not sure why they don't actually use that. Oh my god. Screw this. Huh. Yeah, not sure why they don't use it. Like, they just use the smart mower, like this thing. I guess, like, again, this could be like another way of, like, them trying to monetize the game, because you only have, like, one single lawnmower. This means that you're more likely to lose. Yeah, they just put the, you know, like just put it under the guise of, like, hey, it automatically tracks, you know, which zombie is the closest. But obviously, it's pretty obvious that. But yeah, but really, it's pretty obvious that all they want to do is to, like, force people to, like, lose. Because, you know, like, you only get, like, one single chance, like, you know, with the lawnmower. Not 48. This is like 2,147,000,000 for 83,000. Like 600 something, 647, but, like, yeah, I used them up. I just used cheat engine, basically. Because that's the thing, you cannot play this game legitimately, like, without cheating, because they really want to force you to, like, you know, use all those instant use plans. This is why they even added that question, like, on the Google form, like, the you know, survey in the first place, you know, if you complete the game. Like, do you think, you know, the game, like, you know, like, really, like, you know, forces you to use the boost too much, something along the line of that? I don't have a Switch. The last time I ever owned a console, it was a PS2. That's it. I've never actually bought any other consoles. My god, see, they're just, like, clustering this thing into this one spot. Okay, let's just handle this one, please. Let's gonna play with. Yeah, I don't have a Switch. I only have, like, a PC because, you know, parents just don't let me, like, you know, buy one because it's a waste of money. You know, like, you're only gonna game on it anyway. So, like, yeah, because at least with PC, like, you can actually use it for, you know. BFN is popular on Switch. Yeah, that's right. Because, you know, there's no microtransactions and stuff, and, like, it was actually well advertised, so, like, that's why. It's like the problem, like, the thing that Doom, PvZ, no, like, BFN is because, yeah, they just don't advertise it very well. And, you know, like, they literally just, you know, put, you know, enormous grinding and stuff, you know. I mean, I know in, like, PvZ, GW2, yeah, you actually still have to grind to get customizations, but, yeah, it's like, at least you don't need to use rainbow stars. Not a fan of, like, you know, handheld consoles, honestly. Like, they tend to be, like, weaker than your, like, kind of regular kind of console, I guess, or your full-size desktop, or even a laptop. The thing about BFN is that, you know, like, PopCap Vancouver, it seems like they're pretty much on the verge of being shut down. Because the thing is, like, you know, they actually, like, pretty much, you know, all the lead, like, the, you know, main developers and stuff, you know, and, like, creative directors, and pretty much left, like, you know, Justin Wiebe and what is it called again? Sean Laker, yeah, Sean Laker and stuff. They all pretty much left the studio and stuff, and, like, with no one to replace them. So I'm pretty sure Vancouver is pretty much, you know, like, ghost staff at this point, which is basically, like, you know, They're like, are you kidding me? You don't. Yeah, they don't even give you a lily pad in this thing. You have to like keep your lily pads. Like, you have to protect your lily pad from dying. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, like PopCap Vancouver is likely pretty much shut down at this point. Like, not really shut down. Pretty much just on its last legs, basically. It's just, you know, they're the only staff in there, you know, is just those who like actually still tried like to keep the server running. Yeah, and if they screw this up, which they probably like does here, which they probably do, it's probably gonna get shut down. And it'll be like the end of the PvZ franchise. Which, honestly, you know, given how like pessimistic I am towards like PopCap these days, like I don't really care that much, you know, if they eventually get shut down. Because honestly, that's the thing. They either gonna make like terrible games like this, you know, that's like pretty much unplayable and just, you know, pretty much a cash grab attempt, or you know, like yeah. That's the thing, like, okay, Zombie Match is not, granted, Zombie Match is not, like, you know, actually a PopCap title, that's what I understood, but yeah, like, it's very obvious, like, from what they're doing here, they really still want to push on, like, just those microtransactions, because, you know, of course, they have to praise their, you know, shareholder, quote-unquote, gods, because, yeah, they treat shareholders as their gods, I guess. That's the thing, because you know, shareholder is everything, you know, because screw the consumers, right? You know, as long as we're making money, you know, she'll be fine and dandy, which, like, yeah, that's not how the world works, dude. You really need to, like, deliver a good product, otherwise your customers is gonna leave you. That's the thing. Alright. Oh. But yeah, that's the thing, it's like, because they think that, you know, they can just get away by making terrible games that are like barely even playable like this. I mean, it does have I have to admit, like PvZ3 does have like some potential here. Like, you know, if they actually polish this thing well, this could be pretty successful. But look at this performance, honestly. Like, it's pretty obvious that they're not doing their job very well. I'm surprised I can. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is impossible. Like, they just keep spamming Buckethead like this, but they don't even give you like anything that is able to like pierce through them. At least with PvZ2 you have like Bloomerang and stuff. Like, that actually like, and like the Bonk Chow doesn't even pierce, you know, it actually just hits one target, that's the thing. Yeah, it's just like so bad. They nerf the plans, quite literally. Like, it actually takes 17, not 17, it takes 14 feature hits just to kill like a zombie. All the while, you know, the zombies like just kill your plants in 3 hits. Like, what kind of balancing is this? I mean, I know, like, I can tell that they're trying to like mess around with the balancing to see if like, you know, they can actually make something kind of new, I guess, that, or at least something that feels new. But this is not the way. Like, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because they're trying to fix what ain't broke, okay? Quite literally. Like, the health, like the damage system in PvZ 1 and 2 have been tested and tried. People liked it. They don't need to just nerf it, you know, it's just so weird. And then all the while buffing like the zombies and stuff, and like the spawn rate is also much quicker. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at this. That's pretty obvious that they really want you to use those instas so badly. Okay, is this even, yeah, can you tell why? Because this, bucket heads, they just spam bucket heads in one single lane. Okay, instead of just spreading it across like the entire kind of like, you know, lawn. So it's really obvious that all they want you to do here is to use this jalapenos or cherry bomb. Because what else would you use? Oh, it's the volcano level. Okay, hopefully this thing actually works better. I'm not gonna use that just in case. Okay, so because the thing about volcanoes that doesn't have water, I guess. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Hang on. I'm gonna have to like, you know, fix this. It is still so slow. I'm gonna have to restart this thing just because, you know, this thing is just so garbage. That's the thing. This game is trash, you know, like, okay, like currently trash, okay. At its current state, it's pretty much garbage, okay? Because, like, yeah, like you can't sell this thing. You can't just give, like, you can't just, you know, publish this product, okay? You can't, like, not sell on it because this is free to play, remember? Like, yeah, you can't publish this product like this, okay? Because it's pretty much unplayable. No one's gonna play something that just, like, you know, literally has, like, garbage performance like this. Okay. Oh, see? If you like restart the game, it actually like works better. So I guess, you know, what probably happened is that, like, I don't know, maybe like they just don't, you know, unload stuff that was previously used and stuff. Like if there's like a last level that used water and stuff, just keep loading the, like, you know, keep the water load and stuff. Which I think, you know, it's probably, it could be what kills the performance. Cause that's the thing, I think like you have to restart this thing, like just to like bring back that performance. Like the FPS. Like no one will, yeah, no one wants to like play this game and if they're like pretty much 5 FPS. It's unacceptable, okay? It's pretty much unacceptable. Like you can't just sell a broken product like this and expect people to like it. They're just gonna like put negative reviews on you saying that, hey, this game's unplayable, dude. Like, why do you even like post this? Why do you even like publish this? Because all they care about is money. That's it, just money. Quite literally. It's all about the money. It's never about the, you know, customer satisfaction and stuff. Yeah, because you know, oh, what's a customer satisfaction? They ask. We don't know that term. Yeah, that's the thing. You know what I actually have to do, like just to bring back the FPS? I literally had to restart the game. That's the thing. Because, you know, like, even though I have to go to the next level, it still drops to like 5 FPS. So, what I like suspect happened here is that the game doesn't unload any of like previous assets that have been like previously used. So you just like keep it, you know, loaded on like the RAM and stuff. And yeah, that's what probably that might be what causes this whole performance issue. Is that, you know, they can't even be bothered to like unload those things from like, you know, the memory. So you have to literally restart it just like to forcibly, you know, unload those things. That's what I suspect happened, I guess, because yeah, just like the game doesn't like, you know, clear like the previous kind of stuff, and even though it's no longer needed. Which, you know, if you do that, you pretty much fail at optimizing your game. It's kind of obvious. Look, this thing took like almost a year to get really released. So like, I'm expecting something that's actually somewhat playable. It's not just because of the bugs. This pretty much means that, you know, they don't even bother to test this thing. Because, you know, this problem should be immediately obvious to them. if they're actually serious about developing this game. What I suspect happens for like BFN, where like they just change the balancing, never actually bothered to test it. Yeah, like they should have, like, yeah, this pretty much, you know, implies that there's no testing with procedure and stuff. They just make something, doesn't check if it actually works properly, if it actually like still gives you good performance. They just leave it as it is. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's the first version, yes. But still, it's not really justifiable. Like, you know, like the least they could do is just to check, you know, if this thing is actually stable. This thing is not stable. Like, if like if like things like this don't even work. Because that's the thing, you know, but like these bugs and stuff, you know, popup, right? You know, like they have like bugs and stuff that like they never actually fix it until like, you know, quite some time later. Oh look, this thing is not even letting you to like this thing isn't even letting you to place your plants before like they spawn. The spawn rate is way too fast. Yeah, it could be a good game, you know, if they're serious about this thing. They really need to fix this performance issue and like, you know, add some proper content too, because yeah, currently it's still kind of lacking. Like there's only like, you know, if I count 10 plants and like, you know, 5 zombie varieties or something, you know, like the, you know, like the brown coat, cone head, bucket head, rolling M and Garg, and maybe Ducky Tube, I guess. Like there's around 7. But yeah, there's still kind of lacks variety, so like they really need to like add some more. Because especially considering how like the original one like actually has much more characters than this, like much more plants and zombies. Because you know, you have like some like characters like Ballpark Frank and stuff. Don't feel bad. Well, that's okay. You know, it seems to have like, you know, forgave you. Also, Nixley doesn't actually play the game anymore. He just got burned out of it. I guess he got tired. Well, just like, you know, all of us, I guess. Because also, like, that's why, like, that's also one of the reasons why I stopped streaming BFN. Because I just got so tired of it. Oh, you can actually use both. Like, maybe I could, like, play it later, but not now. I'm just like, that's the thing. If you keep playing it too many times. Yeah, you know, perhaps like, yeah, next time it like you probably, yeah, this one, rock and roll, and like this is the M, rock and roll and M, because that's the thing about him, is that, you know, like he really cannot take jokes, because, you know, like he gets, you know, like angry pretty easily. It's not really your fault, honestly. You know, because that's the thing. I mean, I know you're just like trying to have some fun. Alright, see ya. Oh, we're just 2 levels away from actually like, completing this. Oh my god. This will be very interesting. Also, yeah, it's really interesting that they actually like give you chili bean bomb. They actually give you a chili bean, not chili bean bomb. They actually give you chili bean like only a couple levels before the game actually ends. Like why? Why don't you just give it earlier? Like yeah. I think that's could be the reason why, you know, like they don't actually release like the silver sword thing. Is that they couldn't find like any levels and stuff to put it on because, you know, like they just spaced like this new plans out as far as possible. I'm pretty sure it might be like used for like the future, like the next update though, because that's the thing. Like it's the most finished one out of all. Like the seed packet is actually ready to use. Like, you know, it actually uses the new design like this, not the portrait one like from the old PZ3. Bam. He's gonna use one of this boost. He's gonna like dump them all. Okay, I think yeah, that's the thing. It's like one of the that's one of the things here. So like during like all the camp levels with the water and stuff, it's just extremely difficult, just like damn near impossible to actually complete them legitimately. But now, you know, like, you know, on like this volcano levels and the final volcano levels, they suddenly made it easier. Like the difficulty spike, like the difficulty suddenly spike and then suddenly drop. Like after like, you know, all those camp levels. Like why? Why did you do that? Like, you know, why not just like slowly ramp up difficulty and just like making it like, you know, spike instantly, like, you know, during all those kind of like camp levels. Just yeah, that's another thing about this thing. It's kind of frustrating, honestly. And like, yeah, and now this thing actually, like, you know, is too easy. Like, what? Why? Watch out for falling rocks. Hot rocks prevent planning for time. So it's basically craters, like Doomsham crater.
The zombies are coming.
What happened if you? Oh, there's not even a tooltip or like a help. It says that you can't place them there. Yeah, difficulty, like, you know, suddenly drop after all those things. So why even do that? Like, it just. What happens if you like place the pile? Oh, you can't. Oh, it disappears. Bro, moment. What if you like put it there? Oh, like with the with the instas, you can actually still place them. I was kind of curious because yeah, what will happen if you like place it there? Like, you know, what's the problem? It just kills the plan. There's not even instant, like, that's the thing. It actually is kind of delayed. What? See, this is way too easy, that's the thing. Like, the difficulty just massively spike during all those levels, and now it just, like, dies down? Why? Like, do you really just want your one more question actually. Why do you say this game sucks? I find it good. I find it a good game versus State right now. Well, it's just that yeah, like it's kind of all over the place, honestly. Like the level balancing, the zombie balancing. Yeah, it needs a lot of work. That's the thing. This game, like the balancing feels really odd. It doesn't feel like your normal kind of PvZ game. Like it doesn't. Yeah, because like you can tell that because the zombies eat much faster in here. Like they actually 3 bites and the plant is instant like that. It's just way too fast. Not even in PvZ 2 is like that. So like yeah, they just somehow for some reason made the zombies like stronger. Like they pretty much buff the zombies, but nerf the plants. Now the plants actually have to deal like 14 hits. Like for the pea shooter, just to actually kill the zombie. So it's pretty obvious that they nerf the plant but buff the zombie, which is pretty much the other way around. Like which is like kind of really doesn't make any sense. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're trying to fix what ain't broke. That's the problem I have over here. Also, like the balancing is just so messy. Like on those levels like 30 to 40 and stuff, like on the camp levels, the difficulty just spikes so massively. It's pretty much damn near impossible to finish them without the instance or without the instas. Like you really have to use those instas because the game will spawn the zombies in a certain pattern that it will pretty much encourages you to use the instas. For example, they spawn in an entire row of bucket heads or in a 3x3 grid. And it's usually bucket head spam, which it's pretty obvious. They're not even trying to hide it. And they're not even trying to hide the fact that they want you to use this thing, which is probably gonna be used for microtransaction because if you run off this thing, you have to buy them with coins, and these coins are probably gonna have to be bought with real money. If you don't want to grind, that's the thing. You either have to grind or to buy this thing. That's just something I really hate so much because if you make a game that forces you to use kind of microtransaction like that, then it's pay to win. Enough said. It's literally pay to win. They're not even trying to hide it. Well, it has potential. I mean, at this current state, it's pretty much garbage because this is kind of this is unacceptable. Okay, you can't just make a game that just forces you to use the premium items, so which in this case the instas here. I mean, sure, they give you some for free, but of course what they're trying to achieve here is to force you to use them to the point where you run out of it, and you either have to grind them for a couple of days and stuff, best case maybe even maybe minutes or hours before you even get to complete the storyline and stuff. And that's just unacceptable because a game shouldn't need to force you to use microtransaction just to complete. If you want to know a game that does microtransaction right, okay, is BTD 6. BTD, yeah, it does have options so that you can buy kind of double cash mode, so you earn double the amount of cash in each levels and stuff. Makes it so much easier, but you don't really need it. You actually can do it with proper strats. In this case, but with this thing, it's pretty much impossible to do that because 1, the zombies spawn way too quickly. 2, the plants are weaker, and 3, the zombies are pretty much stronger. They bite your plants so quickly, you're pretty much gonna run off plants more quickly than you can replant them. That's the thing. They're not doing microtransaction right. I know every single kind of mobile games have have premium content these days, but this is not the way you do it. There's better ways. Just look what Ninja Kiwi did to BTD. Wow. Can you use this? What is that? Look! The guards even move at normal speed! They move at normal speed! They're not even half speed PvZ 2! They move so quickly! What is this? they can't even get the guard right. Like, they just move at literally normal speed. That's not like how you do this. Gargantuars, both PvZ 1 and 2, they move slower than like the rest of the zombies. Now like they just move at the same speed. Or even quicker. Look, they actually move quicker than regular zombies. Okay, I'll say like it's normal speed, but okay. Okay, they're not really quicker, but still, they move at normal speed, just like all the like the regular zombies. That's not okay, okay? This Gargantuar is supposed to be like a tank, okay? Like, it's slow, it should have been slow, but like has a lot of health, okay? Not just like, don't just make something that's just literally unkillable like this. Okay, they actually move at normal speed. Like, they're not like the more faster, like, but still, like, that's still unacceptable because the Garcher are supposed to move at slower speeds. That's another like thing where they screw up the balancing. Like, they really want to have like something that feels new. They went all their way to just like, you know, just ruin the balancing of like the game that's been tested and tried. So it's pretty much, you know, kind of, you know, bad like this. Oh, thanks for playing this earliest version of PvZ3. Yeah, so that's the thing. This is it. So basically, if you completed this thing, you're pretty much taken to this. So yeah, basically it doesn't even let you like play. Yeah, this is one of the, you know, other reasons why, you know, like this game is currently bad. Is that, you know, if you complete this game, it doesn't even let you play, like, you know, it doesn't even let you replay the levels. Like, it just like, you just get stuck in the screen. You know, like, just, yeah. Yeah, thanks for playing Vaporees. You can help us make the game even awesomer. Awesomer, what? Yeah, that's the thing. You're pretty much stuck. It's a treasure, say it is. I agree to God, Bert. Yeah, you know, just like, honestly, it's just kind of unpolished. It feels just very unpolished currently. I mean, I know it's alpha and stuff, but again, you know, like, they just really want. Oh my god! Like, did I just leak like my email? Whatever. No. Whatever. That's just like a dummy email, by the way. So, like, yeah, it's a dummy email that just like. Are you kidding me? You really have to fucking log in this thing? It's just unpolished, honestly. Like, you know. Alright, I'm just gonna have to like fire up this thing. Hopefully I don't like accidentally leak myself. But yeah, this is a dummy email, don't worry. So like, I never actually use this for anything proper. So yeah, this is the survey basically. So yeah. Like, both. None. Well, I guess, you know, you actually, like, for the first few levels is actually pretty okay, but as soon as you get that level 30 and stuff, level 30 and 40, like, yeah, all the bullshit just pretty much happens. Like, that's what ruins the experience, and then you suddenly like drop the difficulty right near the end, and like only at level 50 you actually have that guard and stuff, you know, moving at literally normal speeds. So it's pretty low. It has to be pretty low. Just like, yeah, also like the unplayable FPS. Dude, you cannot play this game. Like, yeah, that pretty much kills the experience. I mean, at first it's pretty okay, but then they just ruined like all my expectations up to that point. I guess. Yeah, that's the thing. And the first few levels weren't that bad. It was just like those level 30s and stuff with the massive performance issues and like terrible kind of like, you know, balancing. That pretty much ruins the experience. They really need to fix those, especially the performance. You can't sell a game like that. Okay, people are just gonna leave a negative review for your game. Like, you know, if you do that, the people are just gonna hate it. New areas, that's not very important. I mean, it's kind of important, I guess, but it's not top priority. If I say like it has to be like new plans, and then like new zombies, and then followed by new areas, or maybe like mechanics. Yeah, because the game mechanics kind of lacking, honestly. And then yeah, maybe new zombies, and then areas, and then event progress. Because like, what is event progress anyway? Like, this is probably gonna be like just some crappy microtransaction stuff. Like event progress. Like what? Pinata party? Come on. I'm extremely pessimistic because like, yeah, the first time they did PVZ3 they screwed up. Like they did BF, like when I did BFN they screwed up again, and then this. It's just, I'm pessimistic right now because also like, it really doesn't help that they really want you to like pay so badly for this thing. Like the health system is just garbage. Like they really should get rid of that. It has no place in this game. This is the question I'm talking about, okay? Did you feel like using a boost was the only way to solve a level? They literally asked this question. They knew that they wanted to force people to actually use the boost, okay? Look, if they actually have to ask this question, then it's pretty obvious that they actually did this for like a reason. They want you to force you to like buy their like boost and stuff with like coins and stuff. If you run out of coins, you either have to grind or you have like to pay. Like this question here is just the real reveal that like they're pretty much up to something here. Like, did you feel like, yeah, why would they ask this question if they're like not forcing people to like use it? So obviously it has to be yes, especially like the level 34. What is that shit? And just feel play this game. Garbage. Meh. Like, just meh. How interesting was learning to use the given plan themes? How interesting. Given plan themes. They don't let you choose your plans. That's another problem I hate about this game, is that why don't they let you choose your plans? Why? Why? It's not even just like a couple of levels. Okay, like there's actually supposed to be like a minigame type levels like in PvZ2. It's the entire level, like you cannot pick any plans. So it's like not too interesting because I really want them to just like change it back to like where you can just choose your plans. How's your summer? It's pretty okay, but I'm just gonna have to give it 4 because like, I mean, back in PvZ3, I just realized in PvZ3 there's actually no lawnmower. So I guess if you say this is not useful, then they're just gonna remove it altogether. So yeah, but you can't just rate it too high because that's the problem. This thing is that it doesn't actually let you to like fill in like the box and stuff. What like your answer. Because yeah, but I really want them to just like get like the regular lawnmower back. Like that stuff, like it's pretty okay, I guess. I mean, at least they're better than like the original one, which is completely, absolutely horrible. Like who designed that? So like yeah, that's one of the biggest kind of like complaints in like in the original one. Why is the video company so obsessed with? Well, it's a mobile game, remember? Okay, it's a mobile game, literally, and it's EA too. Okay, like it's not just like the mobile games, also like the shooter, like the BFN, yeah. Cause like yeah, if you like, no one likes microtransaction. Let's be honest here, okay? No one wants to just shell out money just to get something that just lasts temporarily, or just be able to let you like what have one single costume, when it's like we used to be like always free all the time. You didn't have to like grind too much. Like your start of the game board, I'm pretty yeah, it's pretty okay. Like yeah, that would describe it over. Too hard, too hard, too hard. Like just stop. Just the difficulty spike is just insane. Like stop it. Okay, you really need to fix that. If you could tell genre, well, um, grapes of okay. Oh, it's actually called grapes of wrath. It's not grape shot because I thought it was like grape shot because it looks like they're grape in like PvZ2. Yeah, it's too hard because like that level 30 and like 40. it's just pretty much impossible without like using the boosts or instas. I just call it instas because that's what they call in like BTD. Um, yeah, well, like I think like it will hit harder because the damage is pretty pathetic. Like it doesn't really help that much. You ready for it and stuff? Yeah, like don't just overdo it. Level 42 made me angry. Yeah. Dude, like, why would they just put entire water like that? What is your first visual style? Visual style. Visual style. Relatable? What is relatable? What? Uninspired. I mean, it's pretty new, I guess, because like at least they did something to improve the game. Funny. I don't really find it funny. Okay, for Sunflower, it's kind of cute, I guess, because I like the happy face. That's pretty nice touch. They just like she's just really happy when she like spits out the sun. Childish. Mm. Um, I guess that's it. Charming. I don't know. It's just like, see, this is like they don't even let you type it in. Like they don't even let you type, what your like actual feedback and stuff. Aha. Okay, so that's it. Oh yeah, in conclusion, basically, if they really want this thing to succeed, just please, just make it easier. So yeah, here's some like the stuff they need to fix first. Obviously, the balancing. The plants are too weak while the zombies are too strong right now. Okay, I get they're trying to like do something new, but why not just go with the tested and tried balancing like in PvZ 1 and 2? Like, why even like bother changing those? Okay, those are already perfect. Okay, and next is like the performance issues. That's like that's like the number one priority over here. Like, if you cannot play this game like at like 30 FPS, like yeah, you did something wrong. Okay, so like okay, let me fire this thing again. So like yeah, they did something wrong in our life. Like that's the thing. It cannot hit 30 FPS on like the like see like it's just like it just does this. It doesn't let you actually play the game. Just like unlike yeah, that's another problem here with this game is that actually please just let us play like replay the levels. Yeah, why don't they let you like replay these levels and stuff, or at least like bring back the online functionality because at least kind of exciting, because you can yeah it actually increases the longevity of this game. So like yeah, I'm hoping to actually bring that back. But that's not like very high in the priority list. Like the biggest one has to be the performance, because yeah, no one wants like an unplayable game like that. So like yeah. The performance is like the biggest concern, and then followed by the balancing, because like look, don't make your level just straight out unplayable like that, and without boosts, and basically yeah, also make it so that this life system, get rid of that. You really need to get rid of this like life system. This does not have any place in this game. All of this does is just to force you to just like yeah, this is a planned kind of microtransaction element in this thing. Okay, so basically if you like lose the game, this is why like there's no restart button in this thing, is because like yeah, like if there's a restart button, pretty much defeat the purpose of this health system, this life system. So basically yeah, if you lose the game, or like if you actually like quit the game in the mid game, it's actually gonna like take out it's actually gonna you're actually gonna lose 1 health from this thing. So and you have to wait for 20 minutes until it replenishes. This is obviously like something they try to like to do to like in order to like yeah, this is clearly something they like added just for microtransaction purposes. Okay, that's the thing. The only reason why this exists is for microtransactions, so that you either like wait until it replenishes, or you can just pay them maybe with coins, I don't know, maybe with real money, to actually like get your health back, or maybe even boost the health so that we actually get more of them. So that's the thing, like this is clearly designed so that they can just make some microtransaction like aspect like of the game. And like yeah, the boost and stuff shouldn't be like heavily reliant. I think another problem is also yeah, they really need to add more plant variety. Like it's pretty obvious at this point. Like the plant's kind of lacking, in like the original one when the first time like the pre-alpha was out. There's actually more plants than this thing, and even more zombies. You get like all those bosses like Ballpark Frank, etc. Like yeah, like boss zombies and stuff. Like yeah, they really show have those things, because otherwise, it's just gonna get boring very quickly. Because another thing I noticed is that just like due to the lack of the variety of this character, like plants and zombies, like the characters, like it just gets boring quite easily. So like honestly, they should add more variety and stuff. And yeah, also like allow us to like actually like restart the game and stuff like doing this health system. I guess that gets back to that previous one. But yeah, still don't like essentially don't make it too heavily reliant on like you know microtransactions. Okay, because it's pretty obvious with all the boosts, all the health like life systems, like the fact that if you lose the game they actually give you the option to continue, by like the blower is not actually a placeable plant here. It actually like the blower basically just like blows all the zombies away to back to the starting point so that you can retry. That's the thing. That's another like yeah, it's pretty obvious. That's another like one of their kind of microtransaction aspects in there. So get rid of that. Just allows to restart level without losing any health because it's pretty obvious that they're still trying to push microtransactions into this game. Well, it's to be expected, yes, but still, it shouldn't be this aggressive. Okay, just do it like PvZ2 if they really want to. Just like make some of the plans premium, but that's it. Don't lock like the basic aspects of the game and stuff behind like a paywall. Cause seriously, they're just ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's about it. Honestly, like I'm probably gonna like put some more in the description because I'm gonna upload this thing too. Like if I have like something more to say on this, but yeah, that's it. Like overall TLDR, so like fix the game, fix the performance, fix the balancing, get rid of this like ridiculous microtransaction and stuff. Just tone it down, basically. At least tone it down, and allow us to actually replay the game so it has like a better replay value. Add more variety like to the characters, and like yeah, allow us like to play online just like in the original one. So that's the thing. Like I really want them to like see here. I guess that's about it. I guess that's like pretty long kind of suggestion, but yeah, I guess that's it for today. Seriously, because there's nothing left to see here. So see ya.